Welcome back to Subway Builder. New York City has one of the best subway systems if you want to go up or downtown. But try going crosstown, it's not that easy. And that was funny, not just the case with my game, it's actually in the real life too. There's not a lot of lines going east-west. Was kind of funny to figure that out after the last video. So today we're gonna try to fix kinda New York City's worst transit problem. I guess it is that it just takes an awful lot of time to maybe get from the airport over here, and there's no real connections up here. And yeah, so we're gonna try and fix that. And as you can see, there was an update. You can now get loans or bonds. We're not going to use them anymore. We did it in the beginning of the game in the earlier version. We also now have depth in the actual waters. So we'll see how that goes. So I guess let's get started, right? For the beginning, we want just lay some tracks down. I'm not sure what depth this is at, but well, we actually can look at that, right? Can we? Track elevations and then not looking at routes. Yeah, so those are at -10. So we need to go at least -15 to go below those. And then that should be possible. We can lay one here. Now, I think we want to have some stations here too. I think I want to have one line going across here. One line going across here, because we can use the bridge. One line going across here somewhere. Not sure how we do that exactly. And one line, something going across here. Not sure if we want to have that, but at least one going across here. And I think then that's it for this episode, because it's just going to be too long. But we're going to start with this. I think it's 14th Street in real life. Yeah. So we want to have a station here for sure, and we probably want to have a station here. We could also just go up here to get all those stations together. So people can actually travel from station to station. They also can just go to here. The problem is more with this line. But I think I'm gonna bite the bullet here and just take it here. And probably one here. Not just wondering if those people can actually go from one station to another. Would be really nice to see the radius where they actually take, or where it's actually served. Now, where does this line go? I think eventually we will have one line here, which is going all the way along this street up to the airport. Where is the airport? Oh no, not up to the airport, more like up to here. Something like that. Or to here. So this would be this line. So we could have one line going along here, and then like this, all the way up here. Let's also look at the actual demand stats. So workers, it's not ideal. And there's also not a lot of residents here, so I'm not sure if there's missing data or what this place is. I'm not sure if it's good to connect those, but we will also have one line going along here or something like this. So I think we will already have this part covered here. So I think we will go like this and then up here. So let's pin those, and let's go back to building. And we will have a station somewhere here. Now, at what height do we want to build? Maybe let's show building foundation. depth. So this is minimum tunnel depth at -10. If we want to go below it, and we will have to here, so we will go over here, and we will have a station somewhere along here, I guess. Let's go a little higher, can't we? Well, no, let's not. Let's go to -15 only, and I think that's gonna be our height. Can we go? Well, we could go to -9, -10 or something, but I don't think it's actually worth it. So, because we will have to go over a few houses here and there. So, yeah, we will take this street. So we will need a station somewhere along here. There's also an error popping up. One train removed due to signal blockage. Not sure where this problem actually lies. So yeah, we will see that. But for now, I'm gonna try to expand the stations up to somewhere here, I think. And then we could use another line. There's actually like almost like if there was some real lines there, we could go through this channel-like thing. Actually with overground even, which would be nice. So we could meet somewhere here with this line. So we will have another station somewhere here, and then we will go upwards like this. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna connect all the stations up, and I'll be back. Oh, okay. So here the track is above the ocean floor, so we can go up or down more. So we probably want to go down a little more and see if that helps. Yes, it does. Not here, but we can go here. And then we want to connect it up again like this. Okay, so that's how we get over the floor there, over the water. And then we can go back to was it -20? I guess so. Let's connect everything up. And we will expand it in this direction too, I think. I think it would make sense. I'm not sure if we need this line to go over to. Maybe we can also do a second line which then goes over, or those lines will just connect the rest. But I connected everything up to here. I think this is a whole other level. It's not that densely populated. We could go further until like here, but I really like this junction here, so I think we'll leave it there. Well, it would make sense to go to the airport with this line, wouldn't it? Or would it make more sense to go with the Manhattan line, and then this line is going to go all the way to the airport, and this one is not? I think that's the better option. Let's actually look at that. So I'm okay if we have to change lines here, so we can have one line going here and another line going somewhere around here. So I think I'm gonna go with a station. Just with a station here, and I'm not sure if you can go overground with this. Let's see. Can we go overground with this? No, we can't really, right? No, there's another overground line there. We can go overground as soon as we're in this trench there. So yeah, let's go -20 again, I think. And we're gonna add a station somewhere here. Well, we could also do it here. That will make more sense. And then this line is going around. I know that's slow, but I don't think it matters that much. We can also already add a crossover here. And we will go all the way there. Now, it's a little laggy already, the game, so I will not show you everything. Here we can go, or now here, and I think in this trench we can go and try to elevated stuff. Not sure if we can actually get the slope. Yes, we can. Nice. Okay. Yeah, then let's do one station there. I think one station here if we ever add a crossing there. So I think we want to have a station here. We for sure want to have a station here. Now the question is, are we going down? Or is this for lines that go north, south too, and we'll just do a crossing? I think that's what we want to do. Then we will go along here. Now, next question. Can we get through this here? Could be pretty close. But maybe we can do it. Like hack die house. That's interesting. No, we can't get through this. Now, question, do we just remove the houses? There's some more here. So maybe that's not the solution. Maybe it is though. Maybe let's delete this stuff and let's build. Do we need a station here? No, we don't, right? We have this station. So we can go with the elevated station on top here. And we will build some tracks, some elevated tracks going along this. Now that's not efficient for other lines because I want to be able to put other elevated lines there. But I think as this is going to be like our main trench for now, I think it would actually make sense to just remove the houses and get it connected up. Yeah, I think we'll do that. I don't like removing houses. It's also not what you want to do in real life, but I think it has to be done here. Now, question. This line is straight from the middle, so I think that's the one that should go to the airport. Now, question is, where do we want to get it into the airport? And I think we need the demand stats here. So there should be some demand here, isn't there? I'm pretty sure on my first try on this map there was some quite. Oh, there we go. What did I? Oh, okay. Weird. Okay, there is. Now, how do we connect those up? I think. I'm not sure if we can actually build elevated. It's not really realistic, right? Or is it? To be honest, I don't care, I think, if it's realistic here. Yeah. So we will build a station around here, I think. We will build station here. And we will build a station here. Now, I'm not sure. Well, how can we do this efficiently? Can we? Like this? Now, I'm not sure if we should connect those two up too. I don't think that's worth it, to be honest. Let's see, residents. There's not a lot of residents. But it would make sense to connect this one up, I think. So maybe let's just do this. And then we take the tracks and go around this. And then we will go along here. Now let's see where the residents live. I don't think it's that big of a deal where we actually place it. So it's not that densely populated. So let's put one here. Let's put one. We have one here. So I think we can get away with just one here, like this. And then we will build tracks. Now we have to pay attention which one we take. And we need to get around this house, which is annoying. And really slow traffic. Okay. Yeah, but it has to be done, I think. And I think it's okay. Because it's just a lot cheaper. It's only 0.8 times the cost. Which is amazing. That's some big savings there. Now here we probably just want to connect it up like this. And that works beautifully. Now we need a crossover and on here. And we also need crossovers on these lines here. Now I want to have the right point there. Can we add? That's the wrong one. Where's the point? Maybe we need to delete the orange one. And we have to rebuild it. So that's at minus 15, maybe? Oh, that's plus. We want to have minus. Minus 15. Here was it minus 15? I'm not sure. Yeah, that looks right with the colors. Yes. Okay, and then we can add a crossover here because we need that, and we also need to add a crossover. Do we need to add a crossover here? That's the question. Or will we continue? Because there's another airport somewhere here. Down here, I think, is an airport. Up here is an airport. And is this an airport? Let me pull up the Google Maps again. So we have an airport here, yeah. So there we have an airport here, one up here, and the one we just connected. So I think we want to have this integrated. But I think it would make more sense to go with this line here. Question is, this line is probably going to go along this trench here. So we probably maybe want to... Wait. It's probably going to go along here and then turn around and go to the airport, right? Let's see where the residents live. So yeah, it doesn't really matter, but it's going along here and around here to the airport. So maybe we want to have a line that goes all the way along here. Not really efficiently, I know, but we could connect it up here. Question is that another line, or do we want to connect it up in a way that we could just... Yeah, maybe we want to add the end of the station here. So do we build overground? Yes, I think we want to build overground. Just because we need to get over the water anyway too. So we could put a station here, because the other one is gonna go along this trench here, probably something like this, and there's another line going like this. So I think those would match here, and they could be a faster alternative, and we will also have this part connected to the airport line via a pretty much direct connection instead of needing to go to Lower Manhattan or whatever it's called. I should really look it up. I know. Let's see. There's some workers here, so maybe let's actually put a station here. Did I put tracks instead of a station? Okay. We want to have a station somewhere here, and then one station here. But then I think that's it. We're gonna wait until we're around here. And now I need to check where we want to cross the water. Maybe we even need to go underground here. We could go along this trench, but then we're in this area. Well, we could actually add another line from here. So maybe let's actually go underground with this track. So maybe let's stay overground until we're over the water, and then pretty much instantly we'll go underground. So we will go back to minus 20, because or minus 15. That's is minus 15 enough to build stations under those houses? Yes, okay. We could go somewhere here, and we will connect those up like this. And now we want to go to here, but so we will have a station here and one here, somewhere like that. Maybe like this. And we'll have a station here. And I think now we can connect those up. I hope the water, we need to go deeper, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's go to minus 20. Okay, minus 21. How deep do we need to go? Okay, the track is above the ocean floor. Yeah, let's just go to 25. That still doesn't work. Oh, maybe it's because the station is too close. So maybe that's gonna be an expensive one, but maybe we go to minus 20 with the station, which means that we can build the track a little deeper, and we can go to minus 22 or something to get it to here, and then we can go up again. And I think that works. Now we need to go back to, now we can connect those up, and we can connect those up. And we also should connect the overground. Like, yeah, now we need to get up again to plus 5. So the goal would probably be to add another line going along here, and they will connect here, and it's just gonna be a second route to here, and then here's a big station from Lower Manhattan. The fast subway will go to here. People can go in here, and it will go to the airport. I think that's probably what we want. Now let's also add some crossovers here. And I think then that's a pretty big line. Now we still need to connect those up. So we can do that real quick. Now that's not what we want. Let's delete that again. We can definitely not destroy houses here. I hope. Let's see. Yes, we should be able to do this without destroying houses. Yes. There we go. Okay. Let's connect this up. Okay, that's two lines done, I think. That's this pretty long line here. That's this pretty long line to this airport. Direct airport connection we don't need, because there's no people traveling from airport to airport. Or I don't think there is. Now, we maybe want to connect this to something. Maybe we actually don't. I think that's actually a line that works like that. I want to really do the airport line from Lower Manhattan. And this one is also going probably all the way. Let's see, where's some demand. Not sure we want to go all the way to there, but at least to here. Whatever that is, we will connect it. Yeah, we probably want to just start here, go all the way here over the ocean into Lower Manhattan, so those people can get on the train, and then a pretty direct connection, because there's not actually a lot of residents. Maybe one station here or something, because this will be another station, so we will just have one station here, direct connection to here, direct connection to the airport. That's my goal right now. So let's start with a station along this here. Overground will not be possible, I guess. Can we actually build overground? Yes, we can build overground tracks, but we will not be able to put overground in here, so we need to go deep down. Unfortunate, because it's really expensive, but I'm gonna go to -20, and we'll start with a station right here, and then I'm not sure if we want to connect this part up too. We probably would want to do that, so let's do that. And now that's the question, how do we get it in here? We can go in here and connect it up like this or something. Yeah, that could work. We should have connected everything up down here too, and I will do that with another line, but then we'll just layer those on top. So we can build some tracks here like this. Oh, now this is also not ideal, that we have to pay 1 billion just to remove that house. We can build that better. We can go beside the house and then connect it up. That should be possible. Now, we want to get to here, and we will connect this up with a station along here, I think. And we wanted to use this trench, which is maybe possible. We could go overground and then take the trench. Not sure if we can get through here. Yeah, we should be able to, right? And then get through here. Or we should stay underground. Not sure yet. Let me look at it. So this should work. We also want to add a crossover here. And then we want to... What do we want to do? We want to go like this. Wait, there will need to be some other stations. We can at least go up to -9. If that's possible. Yes. Do we want to have just one station or do we want to have 2 stations? I think it would still make sense to do 2 stations. Something like this. And then we can connect this up. How much does it cost to remove this house? 10 million. I will do it. It's just annoying. Okay. And then we will be able to connect it up here. And then we'll be able... Let's see where the workers need to go. So directly into this center here. I think it will make sense to have 2 stations, but pretty deep down. How deep do we actually need to go to not need to remove to -15? Wait, yeah, that's deep enough. So we can go 1 station here, 1 station here, maybe 1 station there. I'm not sure. Yeah, let's do... Is it worth it? Probably isn't, right? Let's do 1 station here, and then we'll connect it up like this. Build track. We also need a crossover on here, and we'll be able to connect this up. We'll be able to connect this up, hopefully. Where was it? The line? Yeah. Oh, it's too long. How long is it? Oh, 200 meters. Are you kidding me? Because there's actually no reason to put a station here. So I think I'm just gonna move this one like 200 meters. Maybe like this. And just building those tracks. Is it now? Yeah, now it's possible. I think we'll do it like that. And that's it, right? For this line too. Now we could add a line here that also goes to this place. And we should probably do it. But we should also get some more connections down here. But I think that's another episode. We won't do that right now. But what I wanted to do is actually connect something up here. I think that's a good idea to add a line here, maybe even up to the airport. So because otherwise people need to go up here and then take those trains down. I'm not sure that's the perfect way of doing it. Let me try and figure something out so we can put a line in here. Okay, I added this line in here with some denser residential stops here to pick people up. It connects to the airport. Now, my thinking was from here, where do you want to go? Probably the airport. Or does it make sense to do another line to the airport? I don't think so. Because you have a lot of options. You can go down and take the pretty fast train directly to the airport. Or you can go up and take or go to the airport. So I just decided on adding some stations to pick people up, bring them into the center, or put them down on this line. I also added this little connection here, just so we have some more cross connection between the lines, even though I'm gonna add some more vertical lines to interconnect everything, and we'll expand to the south, and hopefully also to the north. The game is really starting to lag. It's not a thing running there yet. And there's 16.49 billion worth of plans here. So I think we're lucky. We got 20 billion. We still owe the bank, I think, 25 billion. I need to check that. as you can see in our first video, we took a loan out to get everything started a little faster. So we will owe, we'll give that money back. It's government funding, but they would like to have the money back. So we'll do that in the next episode. I thought we could do it this time, but I think we have to build those blueprints now. This is gonna take a while. Yes, there we go. Everything's built. Now it's time to set up all the lines. I know we actually did not do a lot of stuff. We should have connected more here. The question is, should I do that right now? I think we want to get this working, and yeah, and see what happens. Let's see what happens. So we will do root. No, there we go. Roots. What's our naming? Do we have A, B, C, D, E, F? Okay, we just take a new letter. We do a G route, create route, and it's gonna be this one. Edit route. We will start those. And there was someone telling me in the comments that you don't have to click on all of the stations. But I'm not sure. Can I just click here? What happens? No, then it goes there. Oh, actually there's no path there, so this chart changes, and I think we need some crossover here and build that. So let's try that again. So someone told me you could actually, you don't have to click on all of them. So we start here, and what if I click here? Yeah, it's gonna do the route, but it's not gonna add this one here. So Spencer Street is not on the actual route, so I'm confused. Now, I'm asking myself if you maybe can do it on the way back. That could be possible. Oh no, I know what he told me. He told me you could just click on all of them directly and it will sort them the right way automatically. That was the point. I just remembered. I'm sorry for talking so much. Okay. But I hope you enjoyed the video. And actually, if you do, leave a like and subscribe. Because I'm going to keep playing this. The game is really fun. Okay, so yeah, it sorts it the right way. Confirm changes. Now, I'm not sure if we should actually already put trains on here, but I think so. Why not, right? Now, question is, it's like the blue line. What were the intervals we wanted? We need to buy more trains. I'm gonna buy a lot more, maybe like 300. That's okay. So 4, 8, and 11 minute frequency. I think I'm gonna just stay with that, right? We did 4, 8, and 10. What did we do here? 4, 8, 11. Yeah, we're gonna do something like that too for our G route. So we're gonna do. We need a lot of trains on this route. So we need 4 minutes. It's actually a lot of trains. Let's go with 4. Let's go with 7. And 4. Yeah, let's go with 14. It's a lot of trains. Let's actually run this and see if that works. It's okay. Yeah, it seems like that's a lot of trains. But it seems like people are actually using it, which is amazing. Okay, let's stop the time and get those other routes on there. So we do an H route, create, and we're gonna add all those stations. So we will add those up here. Let's see all of them. That's our H. And as you can see, the game is really starting to slow down. But I wanna keep playing this. I think it was worse last time, so maybe the last updates fixed some performance stuff. But I'm really excited for some optimizing of this game if it ever happens. But it's also a lot of simulation. Like it's normal that there's a lot of stuff going on, so it's gonna be laggy at some point. Okay, we're gonna confirm those changes. Go to trains and do the same here. 4 minute, 12 minute, and no, it was 4 minute, 8 minute or something, and yeah, let's do 4 then. That should be enough, right? So I hope I'm not missing any letters. Okay, so we will start here and we'll go take all those on here. Thanks for the tip of clicking both of them. That makes stuff actually faster. Really helpful. I always love if you write me tips in the comments. Also, if you have specific route requests or something that would be really amazing. Of course, I'm not yet done with what I myself planned, but at some point I will run out of ideas. And there we go. I think now it's also sorted. Looks good. Confirm changes. And we'll add some trains. Now we still need more trains. I'm not sure if I'm overdoing the frequency and stuff. You could also tell me that in the comments. But I think we're public transport, and that's something you critiqued in my second video where I started with, in my first video, that I'm maximizing for profit and not actually the writing of the routes, which more frequency is mostly better, I think. So let's see, now which ones are not yet a route? And then J. We have J. I'm sorry, I had to look at the think of the alphabet. I'm still not sure if we should already do this or if there will be another route here, and there will be another route in this direction. I'm thinking about just expanding this up to maybe here. I think we'll do that real quick and I'll be back. I think something like this, and I'll add a crossover here and we'll build this. And once it's built, that was 1 billion. That was a really expensive expansion, but it's my fault. I built it pretty deep down because I was lazy. So let's see. Where's my J route? Is there not? Okay, then let's just create it. There we go. We will edit it and add all of those on here. And it's starting to lag. I can't click as fast as I would like to. Click, click. Okay. Now we need to pay attention where to click. This one is nice. Where do we need to click? I think this one. And maybe this one. Looks good. Okay. And then we just add all of those to the line 2. And we'll add the trains. And then I think that's it for today. Because we solved pretty much one of the biggest problems in New York. Because there's some good east-west lines missing. And I think we put some decent ones in here. Not yet on the north side here. We need to go to the other airport. But I think other than that, I misclicked. Other than that, we did pretty good. But we'll see on the statistics if it actually will help. I hope so. And I also hope it will help us financing on the finance side. Because I could imagine there's a lot more people actually getting into the center now. Because we have a lot more houses on the outside where people actually, or a lot of people live, that have access into the middle. Okay, but I think that's it. Confirm changes. Trains, and we'll add trains. This needs a lot of trains. I actually need to buy even more, which is crazy. Okay, let's go with 4 minutes. That's good. With something like 8 minutes and something like 12 minutes. Looks good. I think we're done. Now, let's see. Trains, what do we want to see? Station, population. We don't need this one. We want to have this. It looks good. And we don't need the road labels. Okay. I think it's time to run this. Okay. And on the max speed, it's really laggy now. That's actually people taking this route and moving over here probably. Yeah, or isn't? Well, we'll see. There's not a lot of trains on this route, but it's also like, well, it's 8 p.m. They're using a lot. There's a lot of stuff going on here. There's a lot of people moving here. Airport is also used. Now, interesting will be the route ridership. Because of course, those early ones, the red one and the B one here, those are great routes. They just have a lot of population. But I could imagine those rising up pretty high too. Now, what's the money doing? That's really interesting too for us. So balance, we're really deep down now, almost at zero. We spent a lot of money, as you can see here. It's the biggest expansion yet. I hope to see this profit going up. We'll actually see if it actually helps that much. But for sure, people are now actually able to travel between here. We're still missing this line, to be honest, that connects those stations up and goes to the airport. But we'll do that next time, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like, subscribe, and we'll see each other in the next one.